today.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they? They
certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. The Bills are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now it's Burrow. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You look at this Patriots defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance. And they got it done.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This one goes underneath to Walker. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Burrow's, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And Burrow going to throw again. He completes this to Walker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 3rd down, Burrow. That is caught, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Left side to Lamb. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now Burrow. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
How about how they spread the field in their formation? All those receivers running around, and not a single one of them finds a window in that zone. Great communication on the back end. Everyone pointing out different guys in their assignments. And guess who pays the price? The quarterback as he gets dumped.
The Bills send the punter out. Punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. Field and gain any yardage.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his man, Jennings. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Shakir hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow.
Completes to Shakir once again. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
1st down, here's Burrow.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now Burrow on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Drop to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Here's Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
New England's offense set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They run once more with Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half. It lets you know that you've got to score points when you can. You never know when offenses might go a little bit dry, and you need those points from earlier.
So for New England, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Pickett.
Taken down. Back at his own 7.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Back to throw here. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it will still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers.
Oh, what a move. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You look at this Steeler defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll set up to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. Able to slither by. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Myers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Pickett sets up play action. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's Pickett.
Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Again, it's Johnson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Pickett will look to throw it here.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Second down. Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 2nd and 9.
They run again with Harris.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Come on, set, 45, wide.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Achane gets it from the gun.
Spinning away. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
They'll drop to throw.
They'll dump this off to Achane.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll run again with Harris. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And that is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Up the middle, Achane.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. .35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the draw, it's Harris. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell, from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get it the least.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Achane.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Harris starts the drive on the ground.
But that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
They'll try the right side with Harris. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Pickett to throw.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Pickett. That's to Freiermuth.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Pickett. Pass complete to Harris.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's a 1st and 10 now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Pickett. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it, but 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. It's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Miami, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.